Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hey, what's up, podcast family? Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast, episode 316. I'm Phil Graham. I have got a great episode for you guys today. I'm going to be sharing my hottest Facebook and Instagram video ad formula for mid-2023. This is going to be so cool. It's so powerful. And I can't wait to share it with you today because so many people are losing money running video ads. They're literally flushing money down the toilet in a time of amazing opportunity. Like, this is such a great time to be running ads. Why would you want to flush money down the toilet? You've got so many bad video ads out there. There's no strategy. There's no hook. They're boring. They don't stand out. Or the video gets cut off, or there's no captions, or many other reasons that make up a bad ad and can cause advertisers to lose money. So today I'm going to teach you my simple Facebook video ad formula that you can actually start doing right away. So as usual, we're going to keep this episode short, sweet, full of value, and very actionable. But before we jump in, I've got a quick quote of the week for you. It is by Henry Ford. He said, "Stopping advertising to save money is like stopping your watch to save time." I love that quote. Stopping advertising to try and save money is like stopping your watch to try and save time. Not a good idea. That was from Henry Ford. Amazing quote. And by the way, if you guys want to get in touch, if you're looking for some coaching so you can learn ads and marketing the right way, or you're looking for somebody to actually run your ads for you so you can do what you do best, for either of those things, just go to my website, philgrahamdigital.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. I would love to connect with you. So let's jump right in. I'm going to share my Facebook and Instagram video ad formula with you guys. We're going to start off with placements. What do I recommend? I recommend two different placements. Number one is everywhere. So when you run your video ads, have it go everywhere. Don't limit the placements. The second placement that I recommend is specifically for Instagram Reels and Stories only. So that would be your second placement. Only Reels and Stories. That's the placements that I recommend, two different placements. Now let's talk about the ad objectives. I recommend three different objectives that you guys use. One of them, of course, is going to be through conversions. It's sales. So sales is one of them. Another objective I recommend is traffic. And then the third one that I recommend is video views. A lot of people don't really like using video views because they think that they should just always use sales. But sometimes video views can get you a lot better results and vice versa. It can be a really powerful objective to use. So for us, we like testing all these different objectives, and those are my three favorites right now. When it comes to video ads, I definitely recommend that you don't just use one, but use all of these. And if you don't have a large budget, maybe you can't use them all at one time, that's okay. Test them one at a time if you have to, or if you have enough budget, test them all at the same time. Now let's talk about the length. How long should these video ads be ideally? Well, for us, our sweet spot, we've seen the best results with videos that are between 30 and 60 seconds long. Sometimes you can go a little shorter or a little longer, and it's not the worst thing in the world, but for us, we try and keep it between 30 and 60 seconds. So let's talk about the sizes of your videos, because you want to make sure that your videos don't get cut off on Facebook or Instagram based off of wherever it's being placed. And secondly, you also want to make sure that when you record it and you put that video out there, it's the best quality for where it's going. So I recommend three different sizes essentially. So first of all, for your videos that go everywhere, And when I say everywhere, that's except for Reels. That's like all normal placements besides Reels and Stories. For those videos, I recommend you record two different versions. One version is horizontal and the other version is vertical. So you're basically going to say the same things. You're just going to record it twice. One horizontal version, one vertical version. That'll give you great results. Now, yes, it is possible to record it once and then use software and editing to place it everywhere and still have it look okay. But for most of you guys, it's going to be more simple and give you better results to just do two recordings really quick, just essentially saying the same things, but just turning the camera. That's going to be quicker and easier for most of you guys. So that's what I recommend. So the other version is our Reels and Stories version. And that, of course, is just going to be vertical only. So those are the three different sizes. You've got horizontal and vertical for all your videos except for Reels. And then you've got vertical only for the Reels. Okay, and then lastly, let's talk about video content. What should you say in your video and in what order should you say it? Because that's very important. It's kind of like a recipe. Even if you have all the right ingredients, if you put them in the wrong order, you could mess the recipe up. And this is another reason why people lose a lot of money with video ads. So when you create your videos, you've got to start with a hook. So many people make the mistake of starting with an introduction or a logo or like 5 seconds of just purely wasted time. You've got to start with a hook. The first thing that should either pop on the screen and or the words coming out of your mouth should be something that is a hook, something that matters to your audience, to your ideal customers and clients who are going to be watching this. That is not an introduction. You've got to hook them first. So make sure you start with a hook. After you open the video with some kind of a hook, whether it's a statement or a question, then you should then transition into doing an introduction, a little, what I would call a credibility introduction. And then after your credibility introduction, the next part of that video is your main video content. And this is where you're going to do your thing. You're going to educate, entertain, inspire, and differentiate if you're following my formula for great videos. And then after that main content, you can have a little call to action at the end. And all of that stuff needs to fit in the 30 to 60-second window of time, but it's very, very doable and it can produce an amazing video when you do it right. Last but not least, I just want to cover a couple notes. Make sure that when you guys are running these video ads, you let them run long enough to actually get data and results. So many people shut things off way too soon and they're losing money because of it. So let it run long enough. There's no magic number. It depends on your budget, how big your audience is, and many other factors. But that's something that's so important. Don't just turn it off after 2 days because you don't have what you want yet, because it might be your best ad ever. You just didn't let it run long enough to go through some of the audience. So be very careful with that. Secondly, make sure that once it's been running, you know how to measure that data and then adapt to what the data is telling you. It's not just sales data. It's also click-through rates, how many people are watching what percentage of your video, what your CPMs are, and other things. All that is so important, and it's such a big factor to whether you succeed or not. So make sure you're doing that and you're doing it at a high level of skill. And last but not least, my friends, I want to emphasize this. Everyone can do great video ads. Don't let anything stop you. Some people think they're too young or they're too old or too this or too that or a million other reasons. But hey, here's the thing. You should be excited to get in front of your audience. You don't have to do it all the time. But when you create an effective video ad, you can share that with the people that you most want to see it through ads. And you can get in front of there and you can get better at it. Even if you think you're not good at it, you can improve and great things can happen. And a lot of people just think they're never going to be good at it. And I've seen people go from that to video ads that just crush it. So whether you are that person or maybe you're already good at it and you're like, oh, it's no big deal, I would love to do video. Then go out and crush it. Create a video ad. Use this formula. Do some testing. Adapt to the data. And for the few of you who would rather go to the dentist and get a root canal than be on a video ad, it's okay. You can find somebody to do the video ad for you. Maybe somebody within your company or somebody that you might pay. I always recommend you do it, but if it literally is that big of a deal, there's ways around it. So don't let that stop you. So my friends, this is my hot Facebook and Instagram video ad formula for mid-2023. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Let me know how it's going for you. And if you have any questions, of course, you know how to reach me, philgrahamdigital.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. Got some exciting stuff coming up very soon. I will talk to you on the next episode. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.